she's just going like this, like floating around, all like creaturey, like her eyes glowing. I had a crazy lucid dream on Block Island. You gotta listen to this. So, if you've seen my last video, I was talking about my experience of stepping into the astral without even trying. Like, in Block Island, for some reason, there's a lot of energy going on, and you can just fall into some stuff without being aware. So before I get into it, let me tell you this. Almost every single day that I was in Block Island, I had some sort of experience. Every night I had intense dreams. All of us, it was just 3 of us, was waking up multiple times in our sleep, and we had no reason why. Piles of sweat when it's cold, shivering when it's hot. It was just crazy. But I, being who I am, I enjoyed it because I was interested. I was like, yo, what's going on? But the dreams were fantastic. And you guys know, especially the ones that always see my videos, know the more frequent and the longer you have dreams, the more chances you have of having what? A lucid dream. So that came apart actually twice. I'm gonna tell you about this one because it's crazy. Yo, how did it start? It was so long. Well, let's start from where I remember the best, right? I'm in this room and like people are looking for us for some reason. And then my wife was with me and they was just looking for me. So I had her lay on top of me as I lay in a corner and see if she can try to block me off so they couldn't see me, just see her. So they came in with the flashlight. They didn't see anything, and then they left. Not sure if they was cops or not, but they just looked. All right, we're good. Boom, they left. And then we got up, and now the room was full of people. They got my buddy that I was with, and the other dude I was working with, and another friend. So we're just standing there, really doing nothing. And then I go into the room. I'm like, what's Scarlett doing? If you guys don't know who Scarlett is, that's my 1-year-old baby. So I go, I'm walking, take a left, another left, I'm going to a room. Now this room just feels weird. It's like there's a pillow here on the floor. It's like an Indian made pillow, so it's really, really nice. And then straight forward, there's just a closet, and let's say it's like a 15 by 15, the room. And so there's just like a couple pillows on the floor, and I'm hearing my baby cry, and I'm like, where is she? So I'm looking like right here. She was supposed to be like right here, and I'm like, where is she? I just see a pillow, and I'm just seeing her cry. I'm just hearing her cry. Then I lift up the pillow, and then she's under the pillow. I'm like, oh shit, she was probably suffocating. Like, what's going on? She's probably suffocating down there. And she's like kind of sinking in, like all I can see is her head and her arm up to there. And I'm like, what? And it was so bizarre that I just didn't understand in the dream. So I was like, okay, all right, this is weird. Then I went back into the other room. Then we was talking, then one of my homegirls showed up. And I was talking to her about my brother, I think, or my friend. And then she went into a room, a small room on the right hand side. It was like a 5 by 5, very small, 5 by 7 room. And there was a couch. She laid down on the couch and she was like, come here, look at this. I sat on the couch and I looked forward where the other room wall should be, and it was transparent, and I was seeing a lady. Now, for those of you that likes DC, if you've seen the Suicide Squad, you know the villain, her name was Enchantress. Now I seen a being that looked almost exactly like her. She had like a sort of something on her head, like a crown, a tiara, and things coming down like rags, and like drapes of linen coming down, and she's just going like this, like floating around, all like creaturey, like her eyes glowing, like orbs like floating around her, and she just like doing a hypnotic dance, just looking at me. And I'm like, wow, that was like so intense. It's like when you have one of those dreams and it just comes, like it starts to become like realer than it was. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but it just feels like everything just comes closer and becomes more real, and your focus becomes sharper and you become more aware of what's going on. Now you're really paying attention. So the first thing I think was, oh shit, Scarlett's in the room. So I take a left, a right, boom, take that left, boom, take that left, and another left, and I'm in the room. And I look, and she's not there. And then I'm looking around, I'm like, oh shit. You look at that pillow that was over here. Like, oh man, Scarlett's not there. And I'm like, oh. So I come out of the room, and now when I leave the room, you can tell I'm just like straight unconscious dreaming right here, because when crazy stuff happens. I leave the room, and the room turns into its own individual building. And it's like a factory, and it has this long driveway, a parking lot that was probably like 20 feet long, and it had a fence on the side. So I go around the fence, and on the other side I'm back into the house and the room that my wife and my friends were in. And I go and I start talking to my wife, and I'm saying, oh, I don't know where Scarlett is. Like, she's not in the room. And now, like, this is really getting intense. Like, you know, it's your kid. You're like, oh shit. Like, and I'm just thinking, and at the same time I'm imagining what's going on, I'm actually doing it. And I'm seeing like a cartel. Like, they had this whole baby front, like, oh, we take care of kids. This is like a daycare, and at nighttime they're selling kids, like trafficking kids or something. It was weird. But I see these guys, they was like working on the door, and it seemed like they were doing construction, because now a lot of vehicles are pulling up, cement vehicles. They're bringing steel beams. And I was like, wow, these guys are getting all set to do some construction. They're setting up a whole site. So I go back and I see a guy, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's working on the fuse box. He's looking inside. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, where's the daycare center? And now the whole room is just, like, they took everything out. There's no walls. It's all steel, and the floor's concrete. So I'm like, wow. Like, if I wasn't just here, I would think I was tripping. These guys just threw this whole thing up right now and got rid of the whole operation. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh. Then he's like, the daycare, they left. Now we're doing construction here. We're putting up a new building. This is a new establishment. I was like, oh, okay. So I kind of stepped out. And I realized everything that I just said. I was like, maybe this is a scheme and they're trafficking kids. Then I went back in, he wasn't there. I looked to the left, and there was a hole in the wall and a ladder. So I go down the ladder, start going down, and weirdly enough, down there, it was the daycare. So you see all these babies walking around, they're crawling, and these babies are huge, but I don't really recognize that yet. Or maybe they wasn't, because actually I was crawling. And I was doing something that I actually did in real life when I was a couple of months. That's the only memory that I had as a child. I remember crawling through the hallway, and I was crawling through the hallway. I see this black baby, I see this white baby, and I see this heavy-set white baby, and he's kind of on top of the other baby. And then I realized, whoa, this is weird as hell. How's a baby this big, the same size as me basically, and he's on top of this other baby, and they're technically on the wall. I'm dreaming, and boom, I was loving it. I looked forward, and I seen the wall I was going towards, and now there was a ladder going inside the wall, and I tried to warp the wall to go in like a wormhole. But as I was going close, and it was sucking itself in, and it was losing the color in the middle, I was thinking, maybe I don't think that I can go through that. So I stopped, and I looked at the baby, the heavyset one that was on top of the other one, and I focused on him like this. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna levitate this guy. I love doing levitation. I mean, I love doing telekinesis in my dreams. Then I started to pick him up and shift him, and I picked him up, and he was kind of resisting it. And then I started crawling a little bit more, and I was just looking around, and then I got to the wall, and I could feel myself sinking inside, just cruising inside, and boom, that was it. I was out. That quick. I was like, oh man, that was fantastic. I wasn't lucid as long as I wanted to, but I was glad that I had that opportunity to become lucid. Wasn't even trying, had no intention of doing so. I think the main thing was I was meditating. I had a great meditation before I went to sleep that night. And I'm gonna tell you about that meditation on my next video. That was incredible. You really gotta hear that. I almost had contact with this being. I seen him in my meditation. I'm gonna tell you all about it. But thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Leave a comment if you wish. If you had an experience like that, let me know. How'd you get there? What happened? And if you really, really like this, share it with a friend. People need to hear these kind of things. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Hit that button and hit that bell so you're notified when I drop another one. I'll be dropping one every Tuesday at 5 o'clock, guys. Every Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Thank you for watching Thompson TV. See you in the next one.